Hello, fairy finders and fairy seekers. Welcome to FaerieQuest and another episode of Faerie Chat, this one entitled Listening to the Shepherdess of the Dead. The photo that you see on the screen right now is photo number 1034 from Eden Cemetery, taken June 5th, 2016. This photo has always fascinated me, and I really want to know what is going on in this scenario. You'll see that I have a red arrow pointing to the young girl in a dark, long cloak who seems to be up against an apparition that is wearing, the only thing I can describe is scuba gear. At least that's what it looks like in the photo. So I want to check out what she has to say about this situation, this scenario. For those of you who are new to Faerie Chat, I douse the name of the fairy in the photograph first, and then I do a quick type channel of like a line so you know how I'm getting the information that I'm getting, and then I just go straight into reading the entire full message that I received. Before we get started, pull out that magic wand and zap that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and consider supporting this channel by clicking on the link in the description box below. Also, check out the other link, even if you've already checked it out, because I am adding new things to it all the time. All right, let's see what this fairy has to share. Okay, young girl in the photo, number 1034. Can you please tell us your name? Okay, go ahead, please. S. H. A. L. I. E. S-H-A-L-I-E. Is that pronounced Shalai? No. Is that pronounced Shaylee? Yes. Okay, Shaylee, I would like to ask you about the situation in this photograph. Will that be okay? Yes. All right, I'll be back shortly. Thank you. I am the shepherdess of the dead in this place. It is my responsibility to assure that all those who wander within are able to find their way back home. What I mean by this is that I lead them back to the portal to make sure they are able to return. Sometimes those who pass can get a bit confused going from the spirit realm to this physical realm called Earth, at least the first few times they make the journey. The vibration is very different, and they must learn how to hold that vibration, which can, at first, take a little bit of practice. It is easy to lose your way if your focus is not on where you are going or where you are, but on holding that vibration. You might say this is a practicing ground for those who are buried here anyway. Of course, they know that the body within the ground of this place is not who they are, but it is who they chose to be for a short while. It is, however, comforting to them to do their practicing here, close to their gravesite. It also allows them to see those who come to visit them, which is important to them also at first. All cemeteries, as you call them, have a shepherd or shepherdess of the dead. All of these cemeteries are practice grounds for newly departed spirits who wish to return. Once they feel they have mastered the vibrational frequency change between the spirit realm and this physical realm, they can come and go from anywhere they please. If they get lost, all they need to do is think of their own gravesite and they will be back here where I can get them oriented again. In this photo, I was walking through the woods by the cemetery, as I often do, to avoid being seen by anyone who might be visiting a loved one's grave. I came upon a being of my own size, dressed in the oddest of attire and half in and half out of a tree. He was scoping out this earth realm to see if it was safe to visit or not, and had definitely dressed the part. I was certainly startled, and I think I actually scared him, as he did not expect to encounter anyone walking through this forest. We spoke, and he now visits often, as we have become good friends. You are also wondering why someone so small, I believe you would maybe say fairy-sized, would be given the honor of escorting spirits of your size to and from the portal. It is because they come in small and return small. When they are here in the earth realm, they can become whatever size they wish, and once they are practiced, they can come in at any size they wish. But to start with, it is easier to come in small and to leave small. You have to admit that if they are small and were greeted by a normal-sized being, it would be quite unnerving. This is a good way of doing things and has worked in this way for a long, long time. I dress the part as well, dressing as my kin have dressed for centuries, as this shepherd and shepherdess of the dead honor is passed down from generation to generation. The dark cloak, our pale skin, and the markings on our faces is easily identified by those spirits in need. A child in our species, born with the markings, is destined to be the next shepherd or shepherdess of the dead in a cemetery somewhere on the earth realm. It is how it has always been.